In the vast expanse of the North Atlantic lies an icy giant. This is Greenland, the world's largest island. Long, dark winters give way to short, intense summers. The midnight sun paints the sky in hues of pink and gold, while the aurora borealis dances across the night. Despite its harsh conditions, life thrives here. Polar bears roam the ice floes, whales breach in the icy waters, and millions of seabirds fill the skies. For thousands of years, the Inuit people have called this island home. Today, Greenland is a place caught between tradition and modernity. Greenland's history is as rich and complex as its landscape. Thousands of years ago, the first people arrived in Greenland. These were the Paleo-Eskimos, intrepid hunters who migrated across the Arctic from North America. Then came the Norse, Viking seafarers led by Erik the Red. They established settlements along the coast, carving out a precarious existence. The Little Ice Age made life increasingly difficult, and the Norse settlements vanished. Denmark laid claim to the island in the 18th century, marking a new chapter in Greenland's story. Long before the Norse, Greenland was home to remarkable Arctic cultures. The first to arrive over 4,000 years ago were the Saqqaq people. They were skilled hunters, using harpoons and spears to catch marine animals. The Saqqaq were followed by the Dorset culture, known for their distinctive art. They carved intricate designs into ivory, bone and antler. These early Arctic cultures navigated the vast frozen landscapes with remarkable skill. They built shelters from driftwood, stone and animal skins. Their ability to adapt and innovate allowed them to survive and thrive. Around the 13th century AD, the Thule people arrived in Greenland. Ancestors of today's Greenlandic Inuit, the Thule were skilled hunters and fishermen. They brought new technologies, including the umiak, a large open skin boat for hunting whales. The Thule's mastery of whale hunting allowed them to establish thriving communities. They constructed warm, sturdy homes out of stone and turf. The Thule people's deep understanding of the land and its resources was key to their survival. Their traditional knowledge is still relevant today as Greenland faces climate change. The Thule's legacy continues to influence Greenlandic culture. The indigenous Arctic peoples of Greenland were masters of their environment. They developed a profound understanding of the delicate balance of life in the Arctic. Their culture, traditions, and existence were intertwined with the natural world. They learned to predict the weather, navigate by the stars, and read the land. Their survival depended on their deep respect for the animals they hunted. They took only what they needed, using every part of the animal. Their traditional knowledge is invaluable in understanding the Arctic. This knowledge is crucial as we face the challenges of climate change. The story of the Norse in Greenland begins with Erik the Red. Born in Norway, Erik was banished from Iceland after violent disputes. In 982 AD, Erik set sail westward, seeking a new land. After weeks at sea, they sighted a mountainous, icy land. Erik named it Greenland, hoping to attract more settlers. This marked the beginning of the Norse adventure in Greenland. It was a bold undertaking, showcasing the Viking spirit of exploration. Erik the Red established the first Norse settlement in Greenland at Breathtaking. More Viking ships followed, bringing livestock, tools and building materials. The Norse were skilled farmers and seafarers, establishing a foothold in this new land. They built sturdy homes of timber and turf, reflecting their Scandinavian heritage. They cleared land for pasture and cultivation, raising livestock. The sea provided fish and seals, supplementing their diet. The settlers established a thriving community with their own laws and customs. For several centuries, the Norse settlements in Greenland flourished. By the 15th century, the Norse settlements began to decline. Climate change, economic hardship, and conflict with the Inuit contributed to their demise. The Little Ice Age made agriculture difficult, and sea ice hindered trade. As resources dwindled, so did the Norse's ability to maintain their way of life. The last recorded contact with the Norse settlements dates back to the early 15th century. When European ships returned in the 16th century, they found the settlements deserted. The fate of the Norse Greenlanders remains a mystery. Their disappearance is a reminder of the power of nature to shape human destiny. The 18th century marked a turning point in Greenland's history. Denmark asserted its sovereignty over Greenland, driven by economic and strategic interests. The Royal Greenland Trading Department shaped the island's economy for centuries. Trading posts and missions were established along the coast. The Inuit were drawn into the fur trade, providing valuable commodities to Europe. The Danish presence led to the gradual erosion of traditional Inuit practices. The Danish language and culture began to influence Greenlandic society. This colonial relationship shaped Greenland's social, economic, and political landscape. The 20th century witnessed a profound transformation in Greenland's relationship with Denmark. During World War II, Greenland's strategic importance grew. After the war, Denmark implemented social and economic reforms in Greenland. Greenland's traditional economy began to shift as new industries emerged. The rise of a Greenlandic independence movement sought greater control over their own affairs. In 1953, Greenland's status changed from a colony to an integral part of Denmark. In 1979, Greenland achieved home rule, gaining control over areas such as education and social welfare. This marked a significant step towards self-determination. Greenland today stands at a crossroads, balancing its cultural heritage with modern challenges. In 2009, Greenland took a further step towards self-governance with the Act on Greenland Self-Government. This agreement recognized the Greenlandic Inuit as a separate people under international law. While Denmark retains control over foreign affairs, defense, and currency, Greenland has increasing responsibility for its own governance. Greenland faces challenges including climate change, economic diversification, and cultural preservation. The melting ice sheet opens new opportunities in mining, shipping, and tourism. Greenland's natural beauty is legendary, a symphony of ice, light, and raw landscapes. The Greenland ice sheet, the second largest ice body in the world, dominates much of the island's interior. This immense frozen reservoir holds a record of Earth's climate history. From the air, the ice sheet appears as a vast white expanse. Beneath its surface, the ice is in constant motion, flowing towards the sea. Where the ice sheet meets the ocean, it gives birth to awe-inspiring icebergs. These icebergs, sculpted by wind and water, embark on silent journeys across the sea. Greenland's allure lies in its raw, untamed beauty. Greenland's coastline is a labyrinth of fjords, carved by glaciers over millions of years. These waterways, flanked by cliffs and waterfalls, offer breathtaking vistas. The waters of the fjords reflect the surrounding mountains and icebergs. Seals bask on ice floes while seabirds wheel overhead. Whales frequent these waters, drawn by the abundance of marine life. In summer, the midnight sun bathes the fjords in golden light. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of salt spray. Exploring these fjords is an unforgettable experience, a journey into a realm where nature reigns supreme. Beyond its ice and fjords, Greenland is a land of surprising diversity and beauty. Verdant valleys support Arctic flora, including wildflowers, dwarf birch and willow. Caribou graze on the tundra, while Arctic foxes hunt for prey. Musk oxen roam the highlands, their massive horns a testament to their strength. Bird life in Greenland is prolific, particularly along the coast. Millions of seabirds, including puffins, guillemots, and kittiwakes, congregate on the cliffs during the breeding season. Their nests are a cacophony of sound and activity. The Greenlandic sky, vast and ever-changing, offers its own spectacle. In the winter months, when darkness descends for months on end, The northern lights, or aurora borealis, illuminate the sky with their magical dance. Ribbons of green, pink and purple light shimmer and swirl across the celestial canvas, a breathtaking display of nature's own fireworks. Witnessing the northern lights is an unforgettable experience, a reminder of the raw power and beauty of the natural world. Greenland's stark beauty comes at a price. Life here is a constant negotiation with nature's extremes. Survival is an art passed down through generations. Winter in Greenland is legendary for its severity. The sun barely skims the horizon, casting a perpetual twilight. Temperatures often dip below -30 degrees Celsius. The wind carries a biting chill that can freeze flesh in minutes. Snowstorms can transform the landscape into a swirling whiteout. Even experienced hunters treat winter with respect. Summer, though brief, brings its own challenges. Southern Greenland experiences fleeting warmth, while the north remains locked in ice. Melting ice creates boggy tundra teeming with mosquitoes. Travel is arduous with the risk of encountering polar bears. Greenland is a land of vast distances and scattered settlements. With a population of just over 56,000 people spread out over an area larger than Mexico, it's one of the most sparsely populated countries on Earth. This isolation shapes every aspect of life in Greenland. Many communities cling to the coast, dependent on the sea. Accessible only by boat or plane, these settlements provide essential supplies and a connection to the outside world. Travel between settlements can be challenging, especially during winter. The lack of roads means journeys can take days or weeks. This isolation limits access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Despite the challenges, Greenlanders have developed remarkable resilience and a strong sense of community. They rely on each other for support, sharing resources and knowledge to overcome obstacles. Greenland's remoteness comes with a hefty price tag. Importing goods is expensive, making the cost of living significantly higher. Basic necessities can cost 2 to 3 times more than in mainland Europe. Fresh produce is a luxury during winter months. Housing is in short supply and expensive. The lack of affordable housing is a pressing issue. The high cost of living poses significant challenges. It can be difficult to make ends meet, especially for those on low incomes. The government is working to address these challenges. Despite the high costs, there's a strong sense of community and appreciation for nature. People value sustainability, self-reliance, and cultural heritage. Greenland, a land of ice and legend, now finds itself in the global spotlight. Climate change has opened new shipping routes and revealed untapped resources. Nations are now vying for influence in this resource-rich region. Greenland's strategic location and vast reserves make it a focal point of competition. The Arctic is now a region of immense strategic and economic significance. Greenland finds itself at a pivotal juncture, balancing its desire for greater autonomy and economic development with the need to protect its fragile environment and preserve its unique cultural heritage. The potential rewards of resource extraction are enticing, offering the promise of jobs, investment, and a brighter economic future for Greenland's people. However, the potential environmental consequences are significant, raising concerns about pollution, habitat destruction, and the impact on traditional livelihoods such as hunting and fishing. Greenland's leaders are acutely aware of the need to proceed with caution, weighing the potential benefits against the risks. They are seeking to develop a sustainable approach to resource management, one that balances economic development with environmental protection and respects the rights of indigenous communities. Greenland is increasingly engaging with the international community, seeking partnerships that can support its development goals while upholding its values. The Arctic Council, an intergovernmental forum composed of the 8 Arctic states, including Denmark, plays a crucial role in promoting cooperation and addressing issues related to sustainable development and environmental protection in the region. Greenland, as a part of the Kingdom of Denmark, has a voice in the Arctic Council and is actively involved in shaping the agenda on issues of importance to the Arctic. In addition to its participation in multilateral forums, Greenland is also forging bilateral partnerships with countries that share its commitment to sustainable development. These partnerships focus on areas such as renewable energy, education, and scientific research, aiming to build capacity within Greenland and promote knowledge sharing. Greenland recognizes that international cooperation is essential to address the challenges and harness the opportunities presented by a changing Arctic. Greenland's story is still being written. The island stands on the cusp of a new era, one shaped by global forces such as climate change, resource competition, and shifting geopolitical dynamics. The decisions made today will have far-reaching consequences not only for Greenland and its people, but for the Arctic region and the world. Greenland's future will be determined by its ability to navigate these challenges while staying true to its values of sustainability, cultural preservation, and self-determination. The world is watching, eager to see how this icy giant will shape its destiny in a rapidly changing world. Greenland stands at a crossroads, caught between a past etched in ice and a future rushing in like the tide. The island's story is a testament to human resilience, a saga of adaptation and survival in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. From the ancient hunters to the Inuit communities today, the land has shaped its people, forging a deep connection to the natural world. But the world is changing, and Greenland with it. The melting ice is reshaping the Arctic landscape, opening up new possibilities while amplifying existing challenges. Greenland's future hinges on its ability to navigate these choppy waters, balancing the demands of the present with the needs of the future. It's a delicate balancing act, requiring careful consideration, informed decision-making, and a commitment to preserving the island's unique cultural heritage. Yet amidst these uncertainties, one thing remains constant: the enduring spirit of the Greenlandic people. Their resilience, honed over generations of living in harmony with nature's rhythms, is their greatest strength. They are a people who understand the delicate balance of life in the Arctic, who respect the power of the land and its creatures. Their traditions, passed down through storytelling, song and dance, provide a sense of continuity, a link to the wisdom of their ancestors. They are a people of warmth, generosity, and deep connection to their communities, their laughter echoing across the fjords, a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. As Greenland charts its course into the future, it does so with a growing sense of self-determination, a desire to shape its own destiny. The world watches with bated breath, eager to witness the next chapter in this extraordinary story. Greenland, the land of ice and light, holds within its frozen embrace the potential for a brighter tomorrow, not just for its people, but for us all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to support our channel. Thank you, and peace and love to all.